Uy! Narinig niyo na ba?
Ang alin!
Yung...
Ano nga?
Kwento mo!
Kuwento Mo is a podcast about people. People like you and me. We put the you back in kwento. Kaya join the conversation, the tawanan, and the walang katapusang kulitan. On today's episode, pagkwentuhan kaya natin yung off days.
Latang-lata ka lang talaga na you don't feel like working, gusto mo lang na nakahiga sa kama.
Pillow, blanket, kutsyon. Yes, let's stay there. May ganun talaga, di ba? Ayaw mo gumalaw, ayaw mo kumilos.
Yung kape ka ng kape. Kahit ng ilang kape ka na.
Wala nangyayari.
Wala nangyayari. Wala pumapasok. Tapos inaantok ka pa. Alam mo yung ganong feeling.
Kailangan maglabas ng big idea. Deadline muna bago drama.
Kwento mo. Welcome back dito sa Kwento Mo. Ako nga pala si PJ.
Ako si Migs.
At ako si Life. Hi everybody! Good evening! Hello. Andito na naman tayo.
Yep.
O, anong bagong kwento?
Teka. Pang ilang episode na ba natin to?
I think episode 5. Oh.
Wow.
Kasi last week, pinag-usapan natin yung what advice you would give to your 20-year-old self, right?
Correct.
So, yun ang episode 4 natin. So, this week, episode 5 na.
Okay. So, sa episode 5, ano ba yung mga pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon?
Ano naman tayo? Medyo current naman tayo. Try natin, no? Sa current selves naman natin, magkwento tayo ng advice na ginagawa natin currently na everyone might be able to pick up a thing or two din, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Pagkwentuhan kaya natin yung off days.
Yan.
Okay yan.
Madami tayo niyan. Lalo na yung mga fellow creatives din natin, di ba? Madaming off days sa mga creatives.
Nauubos ba?
Mahirap siya. Kwento kaya muna natin ano yung off days, guys. Migs, para sa'yo ba? Ano yung off days?
Off days? Well, ito sa sa experience ko lang ang definition ko of an off day. Alam mo yung may mga days talaga na yung latang-lata ka lang talaga na you don't feel like working, gusto mo lang na nakahiga sa kama, you don't feel like being productive. Alam mo yon na parang wala ka lang talagang kwenta that day. And yung feeling mo is sobrang, mabigat. Alam mo yun?
Meron talagang ganun no? Ikaw ba, Peej? Anong feeling ng off day sa'yo?
Yung sa akin yung alam mo yung sobrang hindi ka na makapag-isip ng maayos.
Mm-mm.
Tapos minsan, yun nga, mabigat. Parang gusto mo lang nakahiga. Diba? O kaya, walang pumapasok sa brain cells mo. Yung kape ka ng kape, kahit ng ilang kape ka na.
Wala nangyayari.
Wala nangyayari, wala pumapasok, tapos inaantok ka pa. Alam mo yung ganong feeling.
Ganon din siguro yung sobrang anlanta-lanta mo. Tapos kung pwedeng horizontal ka lang buong araw, horizontal ka. Ano ka lang, puro ka lang kutsyon ka lang buong araw, ganon. Nagbe-blend ka lang sana sa bed.
Parang nag-i-exist ka lang, di ba? Nag-i-exist ka together with the kutsyon. You and the kutsyon are one.
And my pillows. Sandwich.
Oo.
Pillow, blanket, kutsyon. Yes, let's stay there. May ganun talaga, di ba? Ayaw mo gumalaw, ayaw mo kumilos. Pag nagbabuzz na yung Viber or yung Telegram or whatever IM sa phone mo, ay, pwede pong bukas.
Correct. Pero alam mo ba yun? Alam mo ba kung kailan darating yung feeling na yun?
Hindi din
Napaghahandaan ba yun? Diba?
Ikaw ba, napapaghandaan mo yung off days mo?
Hindi, ako nafe-feel ko lang at that moment paggising ko siguro. Alam mo yun, na hindi ko alam ano yung mga reasons that would bring me to that mindset or to that state na yung feeling of not being productive or just doing nothing at all, like zero. Hindi ko alam yung reasons, pero alam ko yung feeling na at that moment paggising ko, alam ko na no, this is not my 100%, 'di ba? I don't even know what percent I'm in. Could be I'm at just my 10%, 15%, but I know that it's not my 100%. Alam mo 'yun?
Ako, yung tama si PJ. Ako nafe-feel ko siya after ugali ko kasi pagkagising ko, magpe-prepare na ako ng coffee. So, yung mga moments na habang iniinom mo yung first cup of coffee mo, dun pa lang parang, oh boy, this is gonna be a long day.
Long day of doing nothing.
Unang
Ang
sip,
hirap
unang
nito,
sip pa
ah.
lang no? Life, unang ganun pa lang. Uy, parang ano to, ang bigat ka agad.
Unang sip pa lang, nope, not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Di ka pa nagla-login, nagla-log out ka na.
Hindi ka pagising, gusto mo nang matulog ulit. Alam mo yun? Diba? Ganun kabigat. Ganun yung off day
Yun.
for me. Hindi mo ma-explain, pero nararamdaman mo. And I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of our listeners are also, have their own version or their own experiences of having an off day. Diba?
May theories ba kayo kung paano siya nangyayari? Feeling nyo lang. Kasi 'di ba parang we don't really know when it happens, but we know that we're familiar enough with the feeling na ayan na siya, ito po siya. But do you have theories as to why? Ako kasi feeling ko lang talaga pagod minsan sa work, burnout, 'di ba?
Yeah.
It's probably a milder version of a full-blown burnout.
Well, ako kasi parang, yes, it might be also the same. Like pagod. I guess the repetitive, yung monotony, yung monotonous day mo na paulit-ulit mo lang ginagawa, very repetitive, alam mo yon. And then parang you get lost in the existence of life na ito na lang ba yung gagawin ko buong buhay ko. Alam mo yon?
Biglang nag-extend existential crisis ka.
Correct. Kasi pag wala kang ginagawa on an off day, ang dami mong naiisip di ba? Ang daming pumapasok sa utak mo na hindi mo parang you're having conversations with yourself na na-entertain mo tong lahat ng thoughts na pumapasok sa isip mo on that day na wala kang ginagawa, na hindi ka busy. Di ba?
Fudge. Hindi nangyayari sa akin yan, partner. Pag off day talaga, sobrang
Zero.
wala. Oo.
Wala.
As in, the struggle is real.
Shut
Yun
down.
Di ba,
Shut down.
lalo na dati yung mga pagtatamaan ka ng off day mo, tas may pitch, so may hinahabol kang deadline, yun na lang, iyak ka na lang na, kailangan maglabas ng big idea. Deadline muna bago drama.
Ang ganda ng deadline mo na bago drama.
Ikaw ba, Peej? Kaya mo parang mag-isip pag off day? Ako wala talaga eh. Iyak tawa na lang eh.
Ang hirap mag-isip. Pero sa tingin ko yung para ma-feel ko, ako parang ngayon nare-realize ko na kung kailan ko nafe-feel yung off days. Siguro pag tama nga si Migs, yung monotonous yung ginagawa mo everyday. Or kaya meron kang 2 days straight na talagang whole day kang nag-work, wala kang ginagawa, kundi ang break mo lang is umihi at magtimpla ng kape. Tapos, doon mo ma-feel after that night. Tapos parang, syempre, hindi mo pa iniisip, kinabukasan, gagawin mo ulit yun. Wow, ang haba-haba ng araw ko. Tapos,
Parang hindi natatapos.
Oo, hindi natatapos, di ba? Nakakatatlong araw na, pero parang ganito pa rin, same pa rin. Tapos, so doon mo ma-feel yung off day mo na pagtapos mo na lahat ng kailangan mong gawin. Doon ka na parang, sige, siguro this is my time para mag-off. And that time is kailangan talaga, lalo na being a creative, di ba? Dahil doon ka nakakakuha ng mga ideas.
Pero maganda yan, Pidja, kasi ang dami rin namang tao na when they're experiencing off days, hindi rin nila nare-realize na that's actually a trigger or a reminder from your body for you to rest. Yun talaga yung kailangan mo minsan eh, 'di ba? Yun nga, sabi niyong dalawa na pagtuloy-tuloy din every day na even though it's something you're doing na sanay ka na nagiging monotonous na nga siya, na boring na siya to a point. Pero iba rin yun eh. Iba yung toll nun sa katawan mo na nagiging robotic ka. Di ba? Hindi ka na-excite.
So would you say na it's both a physical parang physical exhaustion and mental exhaustion together that triggers
for sure.
an off day? Na hindi lang siya, okay, mentally draining lang or physically pagod ka lang talaga. So talagang parang halo talaga
Parang
siya.
combo
A little
talaga
bit of both. Correct.
Two-hit combo ka talaga.
I guess tama, no? Na-combo talaga siya. Pero minsan kasi, alam mo yung parang yung feeling na may dark cloud lang above you. Na minsan for no reason at all. And you feel like, di ba, wala. Parang hinang-hina ka lang talaga na mentally and physically exhausted ka lang talaga. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I guess with how we work, no, na dire-diretso, palong-palo, it's not even a bad day. It's just an off day. Right? It's like naka-mute lang yung naka-mute lang yung araw mo na
Naka-pause
yun.
yung brilliance mo. Ako
Oo.
yun yung feeling ng off
Correct.
day. Parang, hala, I should do this really fast, but wow, this is taking forever.
Correct. Also, so how do you deal with that? 'Di ba? How do you get over that hump when you're having an off day?
Sa akin, more on the mental tiredness. Doon ako nababurnout. Pagka kailangan ko mag-off day, ang gagawin ko more on physical exercise, jog, or
Yeah.
go outside, just go outside. And different environment, doon na nakaka-reset yung mentally at the same time physically, 'di ba?
Ikaw, partner.
Ako, well, before, ito partner, alam mo to before, pag off day talaga, yan na yung magyayaya akong lumabas to either, well, when I used to smoke is to go out and have a cigarette, and that becomes more often if I'm having an off day. Or, remember yung park dun sa harap ng office dati, yung sa 30th, ang sarap maglakad lang din dun pag off day mo.
Totoo.
Just
Totoo.
stare at nature. But since
Yeah.
we are in COVID, in the time of COVID, these days, pag off day ako and then, diba, work from home, I take breaks and I look at videos of the beach sa phone ko. Yung mga-
Talaga?
Oo, para lang,
Galing, ah.
kunyari, nandito ako, sandali lang, break tayo. Tapos papanoorin ko lang siya. Okay, sige. Mahaba pa yung araw, but sige, kaya natin to.
Kaya yan. It's parang ginawa mong bintana yung monitor screen mo to
Yep.
the beach. Okay yun, ha? Okay yun.
Diba?
Tama ka kasi pre-COVID, ang daling ilabas ng sarili mo physically dun sa
From
sitwasyon
the
na yun.
stimuli. Oh.
Oh, 'di ba? Whatever triggers your off day, pwede mong tanggalin yung sarili mo doon and just be in a different environment. Sabi nga ni PJ, 'di ba? He'd rather do something differently, may it be physical or like an activity that's totally different from the monotonous thing that he's been doing para lang to get that sort of reset, ika nga, 'di ba? Pero ngayon kasi ang hirap kasi COVID. Where you work, where you eat, where you sleep is the same place, 'di ba? Everything's in the same
Yep.
place. 'Di ba? So parang hindi mo bigla matakasan ngayon. 'Di ba?
Yep.
Tama.
Oo.
Lahat hindi mo matakasan ngayon. Hindi mo matakasan yung pagpiping ng Viber messages, yung sunod-sunod na email, yung deadline, wala. Yung pagtatanong na lang din sa sarili mo, no, na kung tama ba to? Kaya ko ba tong ginagawa ko? Hindi mo na rin siya.
Partner, konting, kada notification bell ng chat, konti na lang, mangingirig na ako bawat tunog.
Ting,
Diba?
ting,
Ping,
ting, ting,
ping.
ting.
Ayun na naman.
Hey, it helps though to actually change your message tone every so often.
Yeah, tama. Correct.
Ako, it
Tama
helps
yun.
me. Kasi if it's the same thing over and like for an entire year, after a while, parang feeling ko, selective hearing, hindi ko na siya naririnig. So,
May suggestion ako for ringtone change. What if
Sige.
yung work ringtone mo or yung work notification mo pwedeng mag-play yung Eye of the Tiger. Gent, 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 gent. Gent, gent, gent.
ganda.
Diba? Pampahype up.
Palo-palo ka
Parang, ayun na. May trabaho na naman.
Work na naman, job.
Diba? Eye of the
Job.
Tiger. Oo, diba?
Palaban.
Oo, palaban. Well, isa pa to, no? Isa pa tong podcast, itong Kwento Mo podcast. It really helped me parang bring out or put myself outside the monotony of my day. This is
Yeah.
something I look forward to every week Kasi dito nakakapag-unwind at nakakapagkwentuhan about like these things, di ba? Na yung na-experience ko, na-experience pala ni PJ, na-experience mo pala partner, di ba? And I'm sure for our listeners, na-experience din nila yon. So it's good to be talking about these things kasi hindi lang naman tayo nag-iisa pag nararamdaman natin na yung we're not 100% every day.
Yeah, actually maganda yun, partner. Yun din, Nick. Because a lot of us are actually working from home. We all feel alone. So, this scenario, itong ginagawa natin ngayon, we're letting people know na hindi kayo nag-iisa, pare-pares tayo, we're all in the same boat. We are all getting off days. And, pero yun, diba? Parang, you have your off days, you know how it feels like, you have those little things that you do to get through your day when you are having an off day and you still need to function like a normal human being. But what would you do to really, jump over that hump, if you will? As in, kung meron kayo talagang usual na ginagawa na, kunyari, yung off day na yun, it just feels too heavy. Hindi siya nadadala ng pagma-merge with my kutsyon levels.
It's not enough. PJ.
Sa akin, more on, kasi most of the time, katapat ako ng computer. Usually, lahat naman tayo nasa tapat ng computer. I step back. Like, meron akong Rubik's Cube or kaya, at least wala rin yung phone. Kasi syempre, screen time. So at least talagang totally different. Either Rubik's Cube or maghahalongkat ako ng konti sa bahay. Ayusin ko yung gamit ko. Kung ano man yung kailangan ayusin.
Yan.
Parang, para mo lang mawala. Tapos sabay after 1 hour, okay na ulit. Upo ka ulit. Tapos sabay makakapag-work ka na maayos. Diba?
Astig. Tama yan, Peej. Kasi, even ako, unang-una, guys, tatanggapin ko muna that I'm having a really, really, really off day. Diba? I think yun yung acceptance is the first step to solving your, diba? Your off day. And then, recognize that you're having an off day. I recognize it. Inaamin ko sa sarili ko na I'm not 100%. I'm self-aware that I'm not 100%. And then, gusto ko yung sinabi ni PJ na even if, kasi, okay, parang, minsan gusto mo lang talaga humilata sa kutsyon and be one with the kutsyon and unan. But, ang ganda rin kasi minsan, ganun din ako parang, I find another minor thing to do. Like, yung pag-aayos ng gamit or pag-aayos ng kwarto or even just, like, fixing my bed. Alam mo yon. And para visually, makikita ko, maayos, maganda. And meron akong natatry kong, kahit paano naging productive in that minor way. Diba? May na-accomplish, quote-unquote ako, even if it's not as big as meeting a deadline or doing the work that I need to do. Diba? Pero at least meron some may feeling of being a bit more productive than just doing nothing. And it's ang hirap kasi noon di ba? Pag even while you're having an off day and then may ma-accomplish ka lang kahit sobrang liit, kahit mag-ayos ng gamit, di ba? Mag-ayos ng kama. It's one step closer to getting over that hump, ika nga. How about you, partner?
Nako, depende nga sa level ng off day. So, meron tayong stage. Parang Pokemon lang yan. Yung first stage, yung medyo yun nga, kung masama talaga siya, wala. I am one with my kutsyon. Meron ding, if I'm actually having an off day, but I need to move around, yun, yung mga ganong days nyo na parang just to do something else aside from, say, being in front of the computer. I have to do something tactile. So, yun yung I paint or pinapakialaman ko yung mga halaman kahit as if naman ang dami-dami namin halaman para 3 piraso lang naman sila.
Pero kailangan mong diligan, di ba?
Kinakausap mo ba? Kinakausap mo like yung mga halaman?
May pangalan. They have names.
Minsan ba ginusto mo bang maging halaman na lang? Alam mo yun? Di ba? Walang
halaman
emosyon,
naman talaga ako di ba? Kailangan ko ng araw. Tama. Please. Ay, speaking of, do you know that a common sakit of almost everyone these days because of this whole stay indoors, stay at home situation is we lack vitamin D.
Vitamin sun.
Yeah, so I'm actually vitamin D deficient. I just found out recently. So talagang halaman ako, kailangan ko pala na.
Okay Alam mo,
okay.
partner, bumili ka ng mga nabibili sa Lazada.
Yung grow lamp.
Oo, di ba? Yun na lang yung pailaw mo habang natutulog ka. Dapat mo lang sa sarili mo, di ba?
Nakatutok sa'yo. Baka dumami ka niyan live.
Oo.
Shit, sana
Pagising mo,
tumangkad
dalawa ka
ako.
Diba?
Pwede pa ba ako tumangkad dahil sa grow lamp?
Pwede, maaari. Pwede nating experiment yan.
What else do we really do? No, but there is one thing though that, ewan ko lang kung superstition siya. There is one thing I do not do when I'm having an off day. I do not cook. I opt to not cook.
Bakit?
Kasi parang, yung superstition na, di ba, when you're cooking, you're actually transferring your energy or your intentions into the food unintentionally. So, yung thought na, shit, kung off day ako, and then I'm cooking, and then I'm gonna eat my off day again.
Oo. Tapos papakain mo sa asawa mo, di ba? Bakit ang alat nito? Ha?
Off day nga yan di ba? Off day food yan.
Ang tawag dyan, off day ulam. Maalat! Or walang lasa. Ano tong sinigang?
Diba?
Parang nilaga lang to
Or biglang siya naman yung off day. After ko mag-off day, nalipat. May transference pala sa kanya yung...
Pero sinasabi nyo ba sa kasi, di ba, ngayon nga, work from home tayo, and more often than not, we experience these things on a more regular basis since we have less interactions with people and our workmates, right? And sabi mo nga, we're always facing just a screen, di ba? Or chatting with them over a laptop. So, pag mga off days ka ba, sinasabi mo ba sa boss mo or sa mga teammates mo na, guys, I'm not 100%. I don't know if I can work today. Well, I know I can't work today. So, ganun ba? Na-verbalize mo ba yun to other people, especially your boss or your workmates?
Ako, I do. I do. Simply because gusto ko din na yung mga juniors ko, kaya din nilang sabihin when they're having an off day, di ba? Let's just be honest. We're human. I think. Paswertihan na lang kung minsan. May mga boss that understand. Meron din mga boss na are weirded out by such things. But it is what it is, I guess. Kayo ba? Nagsasabi kayo or laban lang?
PJ, yan. Masuki yan sa palong-palong trabaho dire-diretso 24/7.
Oh, si PJ, si Mr. Walang talaga.
Oo.
Sa akin, more on, well, wala akong boss na sasabihan, pero may mga deadlines na kailangan gawin. So, I try to balance it, and sinasabi ko sa kanila kung kailan ako hindi ko magagawa. Pero hindi ko sinasabi na off day, na parang, off day muna ako. Parang sasabihin ko na lang na kunyari, may kailangan akong gawin na iba na ngayon. So, ganun yung reason out ko. Hindi ko alam kung bakit, pero tama yung sinabi mo, Life, na mas maganda siguro na maging honest ka, na sabihin mo na, paano mo sasabihin, like, it's my off day, ganun, sabihin mo, Life, na gusto ko muna mag-rest?
Ako, wala. When I do say it, I say it na I'm having trouble focusing today. It feels like an off day for me, or I'm struggling ideating, or my brain is very cloudy today. Obviously, if there are things that are really in my pipe that I have to finish, yung ganun ko namang paalam, may kasama siyang, pero yung ganitong task na kailangan natin today, ganyan bibigay ko sa'yo at this time. But after that, medyo malabo tayong mag-isip.
Correct. Hindi nga makaisip no? Ako same, no? Ginagawa ko siyang sick leave. So the same way that I'm physically exhausted and tired, or I'm not 100% physically having an illness, or something na feel ko sa katawan ko, I take a leave. The same way that I would take a leave if I feel the same way, no? If mentally drained ako, emotionally drained, I take a sick leave. As to the exact reason why, 'di ba? Hindi ko na minsan hindi ko nasasabi na gano'n na gano'n kadiretso how you say it, partner, no? Parang I just expect them to respect sick leave.
That's true.
Kahit na physical reasons pa yan or mental reasons pa yan. But I just take a sick leave basically. But I'd appreciate someone who would tell me that straight up, no? Kasi ang hindi yan kasi napag-uusapan 'di ba? Lagi na lang
Tama yan.
lagi na lang pag may sakit ka physically, yun lang yung parang good reason to take a sick leave, right? But hindi alam ng mga tao na of course parang kailangan mong balansehin ang mental health mo and yung physical health mo, 'di ba? And more often than not, na tabu ang ang mental state, 'di ba? Ang discussing mental challenges, 'di ba?
Yeah, there's not enough conversation about mental challenges. Pero magandang advice yun, partner, na gawing sick leaves yung off days. And that's what our sick leaves are for. You don't have to wait for a major sakit or anything just to file a sick leave. An off day can be a sick leave. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And dapat i-value yon as much as a fever or sipon or whatnot. Actually, yun pa, 'di ba? Medyo yung ibang tao these days now awkward pa to file a sick leave because of this whole COVID situation. So, don't be afraid. Please take care of yourselves. Your mental health is part of the equation, I think.
Tama. Kasi hindi naman to normal times, sabi nga nila, 'di ba? Everybody is experiencing the same challenges and the same COVID situation as everyone else. Nasa Pilipinas ka man o nasa ibang bansa ka man, 'di ba? Yung pag-work from home mo, yung mga pinagdadaanan mong off days, pare-pareho lang 'yan. Pero kailangan natin maging aware and kailangan natin i-verbalize yun to other people so they understand yung current state natin physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Yep.
Yeah, tama.
And if I may add, there is one more thing pa I do on an off day. Sometimes you just can't help it. But I feel so good after. A good freaking cry. May mga moments na talaga na you're so pent up, you just have so much emotion. Yung hindi mo alam kung magiging kutsyon ka, hindi mo alam kung magiging plantita ka, hindi mo alam kung tatakbo ka at mag-exercise ka. And then you're just stuck there. But you're having a really off day. Sometimes a good cry just helps, at least for me. And it's okay to talk about that.
I cry.
Diba?
I cry.
It feels good. It feels good after.
Tapos diba? Pagkatapos mong umiyak, antokin ka, diba? So, back to kutsyon mode ka.
Ako rin, mag-add din ako. Yung sobrang quick na gusto ko ma-reset lang sa ginagawa ko. I play online games. Like a good 30 minutes o 1 hour. Tapos after that, okay ka na. Alam mo yun, para lang maiba lang yung nakikita mo lang din kahit nasa computer ka. Pero malaking bagay yun. Yung
ibang emotions muna yung tatakbo.
Hindi, saka yung emotions mo na nandun, papatay ka babarilin mo. Mawawala na yung, masosuppress na yung mga nafe-feel mo. Tapos sabi, after nun, balik ka ulit. Pero syempre, dapat huwag ka ma-addict and kailangan mong bumalik ulit. Parang break lang talaga.
Yeah.
As in,
parang unplug mo lang yon, parang quick unplug, 'di ba? From the real world. May isa pa akong gustong gawin din I remember seeing this article online or a video online na pwede kang parang you can like rent this one whole room with different stuff in it. It's an actual room and then pwede mong i-smash lahat. Bibigyan ka ng baseball bat, bibigyan ka ng
I saw that.
di ba? Yung parang babasagin mo yung TV, di ba? Babasagin mo yung mga vase dyan.
Rec room.
Diba?
sarap nun
May ganun ba sa Pilipinas? Kasi I would love to experience that.
Meron, partner, pero siya, hindi pa siya ganun ka upscale. Sa somewhere up north, I don't remember if it's Pampanga or something, there's this restaurant where you can break plates.
Ito yata yung tuck shop tapos yung bibigyan ka ng plates, tapos hagis mo lang sa pader.
Sabay yun, nakakatawa doon, yung mga nakasulat doon sa pader, lahat ng problema, lahat nandun. So, i-aim mo yung plato. Kunyari, 50 pesos. Sige, babayaran ko na yung 50 pesos na yan. Tamaan ko lang yun.
Correct, di ba?
Diba? Saya.
Saya. So, I guess, sana magkaroon dito sa Manila chapter, Manila version of it, right?
Tayo bukas.
Pwede.
Kita-kita po sa...
Bili tayo plato sa Lazada.
Hindi, bring your own plate.
Pwede. Baka sa paper plates na lang kami kumain dito next week. Ayun. So, ano pa about an off day that you guys want to talk about? Kasi napag-usapan na natin yung what's an off day for everyone, how do we deal with it? How do we share it with other people, especially with our workmates? Diba? How do we unplug? Ano pa ba? What else can we share with everyone?
I think from the perspective naman of being the one around someone who's having an off day. Diba? What do you do if you're around someone who's having an off day? I feel like a lot of people kasi kung makakita ka ng taong who's having an off day, automatic reaction is, oh, I want to help you. What do I have to do to help you get over that hump? Na sometimes that doesn't really help. Diba? Fussing over someone who's having an off day doesn't really help all the time. Minsan mas okay pang, hayaan mo na ako. Chill ka lang dyan.
Correct. Kasi minsan, alam mo yun, I mean, even if those are like really good intentions, no?
Yes.
But even myself, kasi hindi ko rin naman ma-explain ko ano ba itong nararamdaman ko. So what more other people around me? Diba? But I really appreciate people who would, try to at least, but it doesn't exactly help at that moment.
Yeah, and please don't take offend if someone, does not want your help, even if it's coming from a good place, kasi hindi rin nila alam kung ano yung kailangan nila from you.
Yeah, totoo.
Intindihin na lang baga, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Intindihin na lang, 'di ba? And yun lang naman kailangan hear them out, acknowledge that they're having a bad or like an off day, and just let them be, right? That's the least that we can do for them.
Siguro you can help pag mismo, kunyari ako yung may off day, tapos ikaw, Migs, ako na mismo lalapit sa'yo. 'Di ba? Like, alam ko na kung ano yung kailangan ko, tapos kausapin kita. Saka, dun lang siguro magkakaroon ng ano.
Oo. Pag hiningi na yung mo, 'di ba? Opinion or gusto makipag-usap.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero yung mag-offer ka, magpresenta ka, or you would start a conversation about it, that's a different story, or not really the right approach, I would say.
Yeah.
Yun lang naman. Diba? Lahat tayo may off day. On, off.
Correct. We all have off days, and those off days are valid, and you can actually ask for an official break from work when you're having off days. You can file your sick leaves. What else? There are different ways to cope with your off days.
Yeah. Like 15 minutes or 30 minute, like, step back and
unplug.
Diba? Take a breather.
Tama. Pero syempre kanya-kanya naman 'yan, 'di ba? Ito na-share lang naman natin kung ano yung what works for us, or at least kung ano man yung experience natin. Kasi kahit ako hindi ko naman masasabi what would solve my that kind of day for myself, right? But this is just to let everyone know and share to everyone na pinagdadaanan din namin 'yan. Hindi rin namin alam. 'Di ba? Pero alam natin, hindi ka nag-iisa. At, lalagpasan mo yon, 'di ba? You'll get over that hump. And when you do, 'di ba, you'll be back 200% better, 'di ba? More productive. And,
And siguro may baon kang kwento mo sa amin.
Oo, yung pang pinagdaanan nyo, paano na pagdaanan, di ba?
Share nyo sa amin, kwento nyo sa amin kung paano nyo pinagdaanan yung off days nyo.
Ngayon, hindi naman tayo siguro nag-uusap ngayon if we're having an off day, but of course, there were may mga times prior to this kwentuhan of ours here in Kwento Mo Podcast that we experienced the same thing. Pero hindi today is not that day because I'm happy today na nakapagkwentuhan tayo about this topic of having an off day kasi alam kong hindi ako nag-iisa.
Yes. So, let's wrap this up. So, thank you for watching. Hindi pala. Thank you for listening for our podcast itong episode 5 about off days. So, kung hindi pa kayo nagpa-follow dito sa aming Spotify, follow na kayo. And sa aming YouTube, kung di pa kayo nagsusubscribe, subscribe na rin kayo. And dun din sa aming Facebook page. Like us on our Facebook page and comment down below kung gusto mo makipagkwentuhan kasama namin. And kung meron kang off days na
Kwento down below.
yes, kwento down below. So, dito na nagtatapos sa aming podcast. Ako nga pala si PJ.
Ako si Migs.
Ako si Life. We put the you back in kwento. Dito na sa Sari-Saring Kwento.
Ibat-Ibang tao.
Kwento mo!
Bye, guys!
Bye!
See you next week! Hope you enjoyed the episode!
Migs, magpa-file ka na ba ng sick leave? Bukas?
Baka sick month. Pwede ba sick month?
Kwento mo!